Whatever it is that you're working towards, it was never supposed to be easy. It would be completely unreasonable for you to ask the universe for this to be easy. Whatever demons within yourself that you are facing, whatever goal it is that you were reaching towards, whatever improvement that you were trying, it's not supposed to be easy. And when you find yourself in those moments where you doubt yourself, those voices that's echoing in the back of your mind that's telling you to don't do the thing, to lean away from it, to relax, to fall into whatever impulses or temptation you have, to just get that instant gratification, to say you don't need this big thing or whatever, however way you almost talk yourself out of it. Those are the moments that matter a lot. Those are the moments where you're in the hard, where you are. It's very easy for you to give up, and most people give up in those moments. When it gets hard, that's good. When you feel like you're about to fail, when you feel like you are on the brink of giving up, that's good. Because if you can recognize that, then understand that this is where most people fall off, where most people will stop, where most people will not go one more. Whether it be you're trying to improve in a behavior, in a skill, in your knowledge, whatever the thing is that you are trying to improve, it's going to be tough. And it would be unreasonable if it wasn't hard, especially if it's something of significance, if it's for a reasonably sized goal or outcome that you were trying to achieve that requires a significant amount of payment from you. That's not just you do it once, it's a daily consistent payment. If there is an addiction you were trying to overcome, if there is a promotion that you were trying to achieve, if there is a whatever the thing is, when it gets hard, that is when you should be glad that it is hard, because it means that you are alive, you are growing, you are expanding, you are stretching, you are evolving into something more. This is a idea that I got from a conversation between two guys on the Modern Wisdom podcast between Chris Williamson and Alex Hormozy. And it was on this idea that Alex was talking about how he's glad when things get hard, because that is where he will succeed, and that is where most others will fail, because they are unwilling to try and to push forward. And we all have fear. Everyone gets scared. Everyone feels those feeling of fear, of scared, of not being able to do it, of not being good enough, not being smart enough, or just not capable, or whatever the thing is that's holding you back, whatever thought it is. No one is immune to those thoughts and those feelings. But the antidote to that is you must be willing to try anyways. And you must be willing to endure the process to keep on going. And if you ever find yourself in those moments where you are about to give up, where you feel like it would be so easy to just give into your impulses and just relieve yourself, and whatever that thing may be, it may be worth it in that one singular moment, but then afterwards, you never feel good afterwards. If it's an addiction, if it's you stepping on the gas instead of, hey, let me just work on this project for one more hour. Hey, let me let me just go to the gym today, even though I don't feel like it. Hey, let me actually just go and go to the grocery store when it would be easier to just order Uber Eats. There's so many things that you can do that would be easier. That's the road most taken. But when there's a certain thing that you want, there's a gap, and that road is a long road. It's a long, harsh, lonely road. But you know that if you can just endure the process and are willing to try to keep going, you know that this is where others would fail and this is where you will succeed. And so if you find yourself in that vehicle, on that road, keep going. This is good. This is good. Because you are resilient. Your capacity for hardship is so much wider than you know. This is not the hardest thing that you've ever been through, and it won't be. And if it is, this is where you raise that ceiling. And I remind myself of this sometimes whenever I'm going through some hard stuff, especially right now with me just stretching and expanding and trying to evolve myself from a professional and personal and all the different things, is that I remind myself I have a stack of evidence to show me that I have done hard things. I have been through worse, and this is not the worst thing. I've had my father leave me as I was a child. As a young boy, I was abused. I saw conflict within my family that were physical altercations, that there were weapons brought out. I've been through worse, and I survived all that. And others who have had less than me have been able to survive theirs and be able to thrive and flourish and become so much more that I'm thriving for. And so if others can do it, I can do it too. And if I've been through harder stuff before, me clocking in these extra few hours outside of my day job is fucking nothing. A lot of it comes back to perspective. You've done hard things before. Who to say you can't do it again? The only person that can stop you is you. And so when it gets hard, be glad. Because it reminds you that you are alive and you have a chance to get better. And you will make it through it. You just can't stop. So, I encourage you to keep going. Thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow.